Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for the final week of September 2022. Hope you guys had a really great week. I am going to take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading and it may not resonate with everyone. Also keep in mind that the energies can reverse or flip-flop, and that's not at all unusual. I am giving away another free reading at the end of this month, and if you're interested in that, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and drop a comment. You do need to do all three, and the more times you enter, the more likely you are to win. All right, so let's get started, Sagittarius. Spirit, can I have the energy of Sagittarius? Okay. All right, Sagittarius, you are starting with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. We have the Three of Wands and the King of Swords. All right, so Sagittarius, I see that you're waiting for things to improve. You're waiting for things to turn in a better direction. You might be feeling a little bit stuck right now. There's a few things here that I feel like you might think you need to clean up in order for things to start moving in a better direction, but you're waiting for that and you are anticipating it. With the King of Swords, you are trying to approach things from a very logical standpoint, not an emotional standpoint. And I do feel that you are, trying to be very strategic in how you are handling things. Let's see who might be in your energy. Show me who's in. Okay. All right, so we have the Two of Wands. We have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so the person that's in your energy is at a little bit of a crossroads. They might be kind of putting off making some kind of a decision here. They're delaying it. They're, it's almost like they're deliberately trying to, delay whatever this decision is, because there feels like there's too many people involved somehow. With the Four of Pentacles in reverse, this person may have had a big expense or a loss, some kind of a loss financially. And I feel like it may have affected their stability a little bit. So it could be somehow directed towards that. There is a loss of stability. And it could be a loss of stability in this relationship as well. They're having to release or let go. And they're not happy about this. They're not at all happy about it. There's a sense here of, it being destabilizing. I do feel like this person has recently lost a lot of money too. And it's kind of put them at a crossroads. But it's not just the financial loss. I'm seeing both. Now, there seems to be, like I said, there seems to be a letting go. Like they have to let go of something and they don't like that. So let's see the energy between the two of you. The Eight of Cups. So somebody walked away in this connection or is planning to walk away. I feel like somebody already did though. Yeah, I feel like somebody has walked away in this connection. And I don't feel like it was easy. I feel like it was difficult for both parties actually. Let's see what's directly affecting this connection. Oh. All right, we have Justice. Oh, wait, Spirit's saying no to that. Okay, so we have Justice. Sign of Libra, by the way. So you could be dealing with a Libra, but you don't have to be. I do feel like there's karma that's being applied here. Somebody's getting karmic justice here. I just am unsure who, but it feels like somebody's getting spanked. Literally, somebody is getting spanked. I can't tell who it is, but I do feel like there's justice being applied to this situation. And if karma has come in and is balancing this out, then that's what's directly affecting the connection. Let's see your outcome at the end of the week. The Star in reverse. Okay, so wishes are not being fulfilled by the end of the week. It doesn't mean they won't be. It just means that they're not being fulfilled by the end of the week. Somebody has very lofty dreams, very high dreams, they want a lot. And it may take some time for it to come through. I think that's you, Sagittarius, because you're being very strategic here in how you're dealing with things. Now, for some of you, there could be a legal case going on. I say that because the King of Swords can sometimes indicate an attorney or a judge or somebody, a court, an officer of the court, a police officer, or an officer of the court. Justice, a lot of times, will indicate legal issues. So for some of you, there could be legal issues at play, but it's going to balance out regardless. All right, so bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords in reverse. Now, we do know that your person is at a crossroads and trying to make a decision about what direction to move in, and the underlying energy here is a decision that has already been made. So I feel like a decision was made and it's caused all of this. And it's put your person in this situation where they're now at a crossroads trying to determine what direction do they move. There's a lack of stability and they're having to let something go. I do also believe a lot of them have experienced a financial loss, and you're waiting. You're waiting for your luck to turn around, for things to improve. So let's clarify. This is very interesting. All right, Spirit, why is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? Oh, I can see why. You just got the Five of Pentacles. So either you've had a loss of money or somebody's left you out in the cold. Or you may have left someone else out. All right, so Five of Pentacles and the Strength card. Yeah, you're feeling abandoned. You're feeling like you're out. So either you walked away or they did, but you're now feeling this loss. And you're having to be extremely strong to deal with this. I also feel like, Sagittarius, there's some things internally that you are trying to overcome. So you're doing that. You're putting in that work to overcome internal things. And while you're doing that, you're kind of sitting here feeling a little stuck, feeling like things are... They've kind of turned bad. They've turned against you. Like you can't have a good day to save your life for some of you. And you're waiting for things to improve. And I do think they're going to. All right, we have Temperance in reverse. See, that's your card in the Major Arcana. And we have the Chariot. Okay, so sign of Cancer. So you're waiting to move forward, but you want to move forward in a victorious way. In order to do that, Sagittarius, there has to be healing and balancing of your emotions. Right now, your emotions are not in balance and you're not in your power. Your chakras are not aligned either. I can tell you that as well. So, and there's a lack of insight. You're not listening to the messages from Spirit. It's all coming from something within you that's unhealed. Now, I do see you addressing that and trying to you know, deal with that and overcome it. But it's healing that has to take place here. So you're kind of feeling a bit stuck. And I do see you feel very abandoned. I see you also wanting desperately to move forward, but you want to move forward in a victorious way. So I get that. Why is the King of Swords here? Why is the King of Swords? Thank you. All right, so we have the Seven of Wands and we have the Six of Coins. Yeah, you're being very strategic, and I think you're going to stand your ground on whatever this issue is. You may feel that you're having to really fight against outside forces. Like maybe you feel that you're having to fight everybody and their brother right now. I also see that you're trying to bring in balance. You're strategically trying to bring balance into the situation. But you may be spreading yourself a little thin. And you could also be giving your attention to the wrong person. So be aware of that. I do feel like balance is coming. And the way balance is going to come is by you having the strength to overcome internal issues within yourself and then moving forward. That's how you're going to bring balance in. The things that need to be healed, Sagittarius, is the sense of abandonment and loss. This is what you have to work on healing. Align your chakras, bring balance emotionally, and for some of you, there's a hormonal issue that needs to be balanced. And you have to learn how to stand your ground in a appropriate manner. Because I do feel that you have outside forces that are trying to challenge you in bringing yourself back into balance. Now let's look at this person's energy. Spirit, why is the Two of Wands here? There we have it again. Now we have the Two of Swords. So definitely there is a decision that this person is making. And I do feel that they're at a crossroads. They're not wanting to make this decision. They're trying to decide what direction to move in. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. That does speak again of a financial loss. I'm seeing financial loss for sure. That may have prompted this decision or this juncture in their life. But beyond that, the Queen of Pentacles can be a wife. It can be a mother, can be the mother of your children, perhaps, or your mother. So it's in the reverse, which tells me it's the same as this letting go. This person is trying to make a decision about releasing or letting go. They may be right now very concerned about financial things. And that would make sense if there's been a financial loss. That financial loss is going to affect the decision that they have and the direction that they move in. I also feel like this person is experiencing a loss in this connection. So it's unclear who walked away, and it could have been a mutual thing because this is shared energy. But you're feeling a loss and feeling abandoned, and they're feeling a loss as well. So you're kind of mirroring each other in that aspect. So it's unclear who walked away, but you're both feeling the loss. Why is the Four of Pentacles in reverse? All right, so we have the Lovers, sign of Gemini. And we have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, this person's really up in their head about it. There's a big decision in love that they have to make. There could be a decision between two people, but I don't feel like it is for most. It feels like it's just a really big decision in love. And this person is feeling a little bit trapped. Feeling a little bit trapped in this feeling of loss. It could be the financial loss has left them feeling a bit trapped. But they are in their head about this situation and this decision. See, I keep seeing this decision. Like it's the underlying energy. It's twice in here. It's once here. This person has a major life decision. And they're really worried about it. They're really, really worried about it. And they're kind of stalling and putting it off. I'm not quite seeing how it's intersecting with you, Sagittarius, except for the fact, oh, Three of Swords at the bottom, except for the fact that you're both feeling a loss here and someone walked away, and that justice is coming in to balance everything out. So let's just continue and see, because it almost feels like the two of you are dealing with something here separately. All right, so we have the Three of Cups, and we have the King of Pentacles. So this person sees you, unless you're dealing with an earth sign. You could be dealing with an earth sign. But if this is somebody that you are in a connection with, they may see you as being the stable person in the connection, but you don't see yourself that way. I am seeing that there would have been an ending here and they want a reconciliation. This person wants to bring back the stability into this connection. They're saying that bringing this back together would bring joy and stability and, you know, happiness back to this connection. So I feel like this person wants to reconcile. They want to reconcile and bring the stability back into the connection. And this might be the choice. Do I bring stability back? Do I reconcile? Or do I walk away from this and just entirely let this go? And they're very worried about what, you know, making the right decision. Let's see why the Eight of Cups is here. Is it possible, Sagittarius, that some of you guys are waiting on them to make a decision? Perhaps you're both making a decision here about the direction to take this connection. It just feels almost like there's a disconnect between the two of you. Usually I feel like a very strong, like, interconnectedness. But in this reading, it feels like you're both doing your own thing, but it's connected, but I can't see the connection. All right, so we have the Five of Swords, and we have the Ace of Swords reversed. Oh, so this was ugly. This was an ugly, it was an ugly argument. Somebody in this connection acted very, either ego-driven, possibly narcissistic, but it was ugly. Somebody was just not taking prisoners. They were just like combative, possibly just creating all kinds of chaos. And I feel like, I'm sorry, Sagittarius, but it's showing me that it was on your side. Now, if the energies are reversed, just put yourself where you belong. And that's a broad range. I mean, you could have just been, you know, in a mood and just said some mean things, or you could have just been on a full rampage. It's hard for me to know because there's so many of you guys out there. But I do see that this was it was an altercation that got ugly. And I feel like both parties walked away. And you wound up feeling very, very sad and very, feeling like your world got turned upside down, feeling like you were abandoned in some manner, and feeling the loss, and knowing that there were things that you had to be strong and to take care of that were internal. And it would have had to do with how you approach this situation, this altercation. It put them at a crossroads. So it took them out of their character. I feel like normally this person is loving and nurturing, and instead they became kind of controlling because they're feeling this loss also. I feel like this person isn't really talking to you. There's a lack of clarity here as well. They don't understand why you're behaving the way you are, Sagittarius, but it's put them at the crossroad. They don't want to make a decision. They don't know what direction to go. And I feel like they don't want to make the wrong decision. But I also feel like they might have been trying to be a little bit controlling in their feelings of loss. So I feel like you both walked away from this connection. Now, I see karma coming in to balance all of this out. In the process, though, somebody's going to get a spanking. Let's see if it tells us who. It's funny because I think it was last week somebody put in the comments, why do Sagittarius always become the bad guy? I don't think anybody's the bad guy. I just think that we all play different roles in our relationships, and we all are learning different lessons. And then somebody else came in on the same comment and said, no, Sagittarius is the victim. Again, I don't think that anyone's a victim either. I think we choose how we behave. Tarot enables you to see what the most likely direction of the energy and then be able to address it. So, all right, so I see justice coming in. That's what's going to primarily affect this connection. Now, you have a very loving attitude towards this person, Sagittarius. Now I'm seeing the connection here. So it's going, maybe there was a disconnect at the point that this happened, and now I'm seeing the connection because the heart is now involved. Yeah, the heart has not been involved with either of you until now. And Sagittarius, you're the one bringing that in. That's beautiful, actually. So you're bringing it in, but you're very reserved about it. You do have a lot of love for this person. And I feel like you want to move things forward and you want to do it successfully. So that's what you're waiting for. You're waiting to heal yourself, balance yourself out so you can move things forward and bring justice to the situation. On their side, what I'm seeing is that they feel that they have to let you go. That this is a big decision. They love you dearly. They feel you're a soulmate, and they're very worried and upset about this, but they're feeling that they have to release you. They have to let you go. They see that this is ending. But this could also be a transformation. So cross-watcher, you can look at this that you may have to let the past go and allow this transformation. Take it as it resonates for you. But if you are looking at this as in having to release this person, I can see that that is very upsetting. That's very upsetting to this person that you're dealing with, Sagittarius. So let's look at your outcome, because I see that somebody has very, very high expectations, and I do feel like their wishes are going to be honored and they're going to come in, but it's just going to take some time. All right, so clarifying it, we have the 5 of Cups reversed, we have the 2 of Coins reversed, and we have the 2 of Cups reversed. So again, decisions. So let's take this piece by piece. So I see, like I said, that wishes are going to come about. It's just going to take some time. Why? Well, because this was very sad. This altercation that happened and both parties walking away, both parties feeling the loss, I feel like it brought a lot of sadness to both of you. And you were both looking at this loss and feeling this sadness for a very long time. And now it's turning. The energy is beginning to turn, and there's beginning to be an optimism. And both parties are beginning to understand that there is still something here that can be salvaged. And I feel like both of you would like to. But you each have to make the decision. So for you, I feel like Sagittarius, you have to balance yourself out, like I was saying, and right now you're not balanced. You have to bring yourself into balance, and you have to, I feel like you're still kind of weighing up the pros and cons here and figuring out how you want to go about this. You are going to bring balance in. I do see that, but you have a decision to make once you find that balance. For your person, I see that they have to come to a ability to see eye to eye with you. There's something here that this person does not see at all in the same way that you do, Sagittarius. And so they have to, you know, be able to see eye to eye with you in order to bring this back together, bring in the stability, and to bring in stability and love and just, how do I word this? The richness of this connection. So it's a matter of getting on the same page. They have to be able to make a decision that puts them on the same page so that they can progress forward with you. It's a work in progress, and I see that the energy is beginning to turn. There's the possibility of it now, whereas before I don't think it was. And, you know, it starts with a decision. The bottom of the deck is the Fool in reverse. It's fear. Both parties are dealing with fear. Fear of taking a risk, fear of, you know, jumping out on that limb again with the other person. You know, this was very painful, and I feel like both people are dealing with the fear of possibly being hurt again. So I do see that turning around, and I do think that a lot of this energy is in the process of turning, but it's going to be contingent upon decisions. All right, I'm going to pull a few oracle cards and see what comes about. It is balancing out, though, Sagittarius. That's shared energy, so to some degree, I feel like both parties are being taught a lesson here. It's a karmic lesson. All right, so let's see what came out. We have mask. Not showing true feelings. Hide, personify, pretend, delude, and gaslighting. So one or both of you are wearing a mask in this situation, and you guys have to come real. You have to be real with each other. If you're unhappy, say you're unhappy. If you're happy about something, say you're happy. There's no need to wear a mask. And if you're responsible for something, some pain, or, you know, there's, even with regard to what happened here, you know, take responsibility. Don't try to gaslight the other party, because it's in deciding to own your own part of things that things will be able to move forward and balance out. This is all about balance. All right, so I hope this has been helpful, Sagittarius, and if you are interested in a private reading, that information is in the box beneath this video. If you are interested in the free personal tarot giveaway, be sure to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and also leave me a comment. Until I see you next week in the monthlies, namaste.